and has delivered keynote speeches at various international forums. He has conducted and attended many ELT workshops and seminars in Pakistan. He has been awarded honorary doctorate in ELT by an American university due to his remarkable services in the field of ELT. He is also an awardee of National Human Rights Professional Award 2016 by IHRO, Islamabad, Pakistan. Currently, he's teaching at IUB. Dr. Muhammad Safdar, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much for your very nice introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Zakari to represent my university and the country at this forum. And the topic of my presentation is teaching writing skills through paraphrasing at BS level and investigation. And that is the brief sketch of my presentation. Respected audience, education is the right of every human. Formal education accelerates learning process and learning with concepts make learning effective and long-lasting. In order to fulfill this objective, teachers must keep abreast with current thinking and engage in training that will enhance the teaching learning process. Within the globalization, new trends of using paraphrasing have been recently highlighted. With each new development, certain elements fade away as others become the norm. The evolution of literacy certainly goes hand in hand with the advent of emerging technologies. Paradoxically, it seems as if English language runs like blood through the veins of nations worldwide. To have good communication skills in English, it is a burning desire for most of the people. Communicative competence in the target language is more demanded now than ever before. In Pakistan, the students have to study English as a compulsory subject from KG to a graduation level. The value of English language is internationally accepted. It is a storehouse of world knowledge. It is a medium of international communication and also a custodian of standard technologies. To get advancement in higher studies, the solidity of English language is admirable. Considering the state of this language, it has been a challenge for its teacher. It is very important for an English language teacher to have a full command over it. If we talk about the language, it is a social activity used to communicate with others. That is a way to convey our feelings, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, and knowledge. It makes the interaction of the people of a community easy and possible. It reflects the social values, religion, physical environment, and culture of a society. It shapes our identity and reveals who we are. It is used to express our identity. It encompasses all forms of expressions. Animals and birds also communicate in their own ways. If we say someone knows a language, so knowing a language means grammatical competence, communicative competence, and language proficiency. If we talk about the importance of language, it comes next to food. It is a God's special gift to mankind. It is a maker or breaker of human relationships. It makes the life bitter or sweet. It makes us different from animals. It makes social interaction possible. It is the basis of human progress. It is the flesh and blood of human culture. It is a means of social control. A well-known educationist and linguist, A.G. Jimson, once said, if we want to have mastery over any language, we should have 100% command over its accent, 90% over its grammar, and 10% over its vocabulary. So these are the aspects of a language. Accent is basically a very important feature of a language. It shows which country or area a person comes from. While grammar means the knowledge how language works. It is a map of language for the language learners. It is in language is learned without the support of grammar rules. It is like a skeleton in which everything is kept. It is the backbone of language. Knowledge of grammar is useful for the foreign language teaching and learning as well. Vocabulary is the soul and essence of a language. It is a stock of words used in a language. In speaking and writing, 3,000 to 3,500 words are used, while for reading, 7,000 words are needed. Words are the instruments and tools of thoughts. English is a rich language having more than 5 lakh words. If we talk about the importance of English language, it has become an international language and a window on the world. It is someone's personal passport and the language of science and technology. It is the language of high courts and higher educations and the examinations, and it has a very good market value. Teaching English in Pakistan is having fourfold aims: listening comprehension, reading comprehension, speaking ability, and writing ability. Now I would like to move towards the writing skills. Human beings express their ideas through symbols in writing. According to Bell, writing is a tool used to express what is in our mind. According to Bacon, writing makes an exact man. It is used for transferring and getting the knowledge. Write correct and write beautiful should be the aim of teaching writing skills. If we talk about the importance of writing skills, it is a purely human action. It means conveying the message through the symbols written on a piece of paper. It is an integral part of a language. We need writing in every sphere of life. Education is continued through writing. All the books are in written form. That's why it is said that men die but not the books. Our exam system is based on writing. It is due to writing that we are having the know-how of our ancestors' thoughts, experiences, cultural and social values. It is the basic necessity of email and the internet services. Although we have telephone and cell phones, yet we still send letters and telegrams to our loved ones residing in far-flung areas. The aspects of writing are two. First one is the mechanical and the second one is the creative. Mechanical means the knowledge of letters, words, spellings and punctuation, while creative means knowledge of grammar, vocabulary and its usage. Dear audience, I would like to brief you about the paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is basically summarizing, retelling, rephrasing, reprocessing, elaborating, acting out, and translating from one medium of communication to another. It requires the reader to review, reprocess, recreate the structure of the text. It adapts and tailors ideas borrowed from an outside source to suit the context and purposes of the current writing. It allows to capture and summarize relevant key points without floundering about. Basically, paraphrasing is comprehending and composing. The teacher is a composer while the learners are the comprehenders. So is the composing as is the comprehending. So paraphrasing helps the learners to find new or deeper meaning or relate to personal experience. It gives more freedom on how we want to convey the exact same ideas but in the way that suits our writing. It allows to integrate diverse source materials into a single coherent train of thought spoken with a single voice, your voice, in support of your writing. A way to say something more briefly. It is done for the sake of understanding as it is the process of rewording. If we talk about its importance, the ability to rephrase is an important skill. It can be useful when complex information needs to be simplified. It is used to find connections that may help to give a different insight to something. While paraphrasing, vocabulary can be changed from complex to simple ones, so it makes any text easily understandable. Now, I would like to move the significance of the study. It will be helpful for the students, for the teachers, and for definitely will improve the writing skills of the learners. Now, I would like to move towards the objectives of the study. The objectives of my study were to highlight the utility of paraphrasing at BS level, to identify the students' problems in writing English, to persuade the teachers to use paraphrasing for teaching writing skills, to expand the understanding of paraphrasing strategies. The hypothesis of my study was paraphrasing is a valuable technique for teaching writing skills to the students of BS level. So, effective teaching through paraphrasing can bring improvement, enhance, and boost up the ratio of productivity in students' learning of writing skills. The literature review of my study is that how do I know what I think until I see what I say? Writing is the interaction of mind and word. Writing has got to be an act of discovery. I write to find out what I am thinking about. The process of changing wording seems to be complex when students have to present same meaning in some other way. So writing is a secondary skill, but it is difficult to learn and teach due to its tight norms. 200 students and 50 teachers from the Islamia University of Bahawalpur of the BS level participated in this study. Now I would like to move towards the research methodology. It was experimental type of research based on quantitative approach, and the stratified random sampling was done. Questionnaire for the teachers and pre-test and post-test for the students were used as a tool to collect the data from the respondents. That is the data analysis of pre-test and post-test taken from the students, which proved that paraphrasing technique develops students' writing skills at BSF level. It has proved the hypothesis as well. I made a questionnaire for the teachers and I collected the data from the responses, and now I have devised these factors on the behalf of their responses. The factors were importance of written English, 80% teachers were agreeing, effectiveness of paraphrasing, 70% teachers were agreeing, authentic material use, 80% were agreeing, use of paraphrasing technique, 90% were agreeing, and writing skills improved, 90% were agreeing. And that is the graphic description of my study. Just stopped. Okay, no. Now I would like to move towards the suggestions and recommendations. A true English language teaching must be carried out through paraphrasing to help the learners. Our teachers should use paraphrasing technique, which is the best cure for this disease. Government should formulate proper education policy for introducing proper language teaching in the country. Teachers should present their lessons in an enjoyable, relaxed, and interesting way. It is necessary to introduce paraphrasing to make language learning meaningful and effective. Students should be encouraged and motivated to do their written work attentively and share it with their fellows. Some refresher courses should be arranged for English language teachers to update their knowledge for teaching language skills. If we want to see our students to be Aristotle, then we need to be Plato. And that was the questionnaire which I devised for the teachers. And these were some references from which I got the help. And thanks for your patience. And any question, please, if you want to ask now. And I have shared my cell number, which is on the WhatsApp, and my email ID as well, to get your questions, to give the answers on that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I mean, Manal Khalifa has got three questions. The
Oh,
first one, because we have only 3 minutes,
okay.
the first one, what are the main difficulties that children in Pakistan face when they learn or when they try to learn writing in English?
Very good question, and I appreciate this question. Actually, sir, in Pakistani context, the students are facing, as you know, English is going to be learned over here as a second language. The Urdu is the first language, so the ethnography of Urdu is totally different from the English language. So when they are going to learn the English is basically left-sided, while the Urdu is the right-sided. So the problem carries with them from this side, and they just want to translate it from word to word. So that is not a good way. That's why I was asking, I chose this topic, that the teacher must be updated and well trained. He should teach his students that they should do the paraphrasing instead of the translating all the words from Urdu to English in the same way.
Thank you, Doctor. Question two
Yeah.
Is what is interesting for children to learn English?
Interesting, yeah, very good. Sir, actually, they just want to learn any, because you see that the English language is a very hectic language, and any second language, if the student or the learners are want to learn, especially at the university level, if we are going to give them some role plays, some sort of the competitions, in this way they want to learn English. Some dramas
Thanks a
they
lot.
can perform.
And question three for Manal Khalifa. What are the common elements between these two languages? Perhaps I think she means Urdu and English.
Common elements, I don't think so. Basically, there is a. If you want to say something,
maybe the different sounds of two languages have difficult for kids.
yes,
When
yes,
you spell ra,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's different in English.
yeah,
Maybe it's very difficult for them.
yeah. Let's suppose we say वो कुर्सी पर बैठा है. That is Urdu sentence. And the student who is not going to learn the language in the right way, he will say he is sitting on the chair. So these are the ways in which the students are going to learn. So they just want to translate it from exact word to word. So that it is the responsibility of the English language teacher that he should teach them from where they have to start, and whether, in my point of view, learning second language is very hectic and very tough. So the teacher should try to teach them that the students should learn with the help of this paraphrasing. First, they should understand what is in Urdu, and then they should try to paraphrase it in their English. That is the best way. And the teacher should give some sort of the, I think, linguistic atmosphere in the class. He should teach the student, and the more you listen, the more you speak. If the teacher is going to speak in front of the class, he asks his students to speak English, to speak the target language. Definitely, they will be going to copy their teacher.
Okay, Doctor. MashaAllah, thank you so much.
So
a million
nice.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, sir.
Okay, so
Thank you.
now this session is over. We'll have a break for 20 minutes. Don't go. Keep close.
Okay, sir. Thank
Enjoy
you.
your time.
Thank you, sir.